Hey friends, hope you're doing well today. For the last several months, I've had this Greek word taped to a lamp here on my desk, and I've been thinking about it and reflecting on it for some time. What it means is that one becomes resolute or sets their face in a particular direction. The context for this verse is Luke chapter 9, in particular verse 51, and it's the story where Jesus is being recognized for who he is as this amazing prophet and rabbi, and some are even seeing him as the Messiah. And he's also gotten to the place where he realizes he's getting to the end of his life. And it says in verse 51 that he sets his face or becomes resolute in his desire to go to Jerusalem. It's as if Jesus' life takes on this sharper focus, this narrowing of perspective, that he will allow no other distraction to get in his way until he eventually makes his way to Jerusalem. It's a powerful image of one becoming fixed on a particular goal. Maybe you've had an experience like this in your own life where you've experienced God's grace in an overwhelming way, or you've had a brush with death, or maybe you were married or had a child or a grandchild, or had some experience where you felt like you were being called into this deeper life with God. The interesting thing in this story is just after this, Jesus meets up with a couple of people who say, Jesus, we're ready to follow you. And he's like, really? And he asks them a few more questions, and they're like, well, yeah, but I've got to take care of my father. I've got these other responsibilities. If we were to put it in our context today, it would be as if somebody said, well, I'll get back to you tomorrow. Or as soon as the pandemic is over, then I'm ready. Then I'm really ready. Or after soccer season is done for the kids, give me a call and we can talk about it then. But mostly there's a sense that when it's more convenient, I'll be ready. Sometimes those distractions are inward. Sometimes they're outward. It's the inward one that I find most personally challenging. Am I ready to lay my own agenda and plans down in order to follow God completely? Meister Eckhart once wrote this: there are plenty to follow our Lord halfway, but not the other half. They'll give up friends, possessions, honors, but it touches them too closely to disown themselves. To disown themselves. That's the thing I'm thinking about these days, as I am feeling a deeper call to be a source of hope and light in the world. Am I ready to disown myself in order to do that for God's sake and for the good of others? And I think about it especially for old people like me, who only have a few more stops along the way until we reach our final Jerusalem. And so for those of you who are of a certain age, this message is especially for you. How long will I continue to resist the voice and call of Christ in my life, to resist sharing, to resist opening my heart and life to God and to others, to hold on to bitterness, to unforgiveness, to prejudice? What would it mean to become resolute in my commitment to follow Jesus wherever he leads all the rest of my days? That's a question to think about this week, and bless you as you do.